Hey guys, how you guys doing? Today we heard President Trump decertify the Iranian nuclear deal. And this is something that the Iranians did not take lightly, and they were not happy about it. Let's take a listen.
History has shown that the longer we ignore a threat, the more dangerous that threat becomes. For this reason, upon taking office, I've ordered a complete strategic review of our policy toward the rogue regime in Iran. That review is now complete. Today I am announcing our strategy, along with several major steps we are taking to confront the Iranian regime's hostile actions and to ensure that Iran never, and I mean never, acquires a nuclear weapon.
So you guys get the gist of it. Basically, he decertified the Iranian nuclear deal, and this is not anything that's a huge, surprise to us. He's been pretty transparent on how he thinks that deal under Obama was a huge embarrassment, like the worst deal he's ever seen. And we knew that Iran was not going to like this. There's been some rhetoric in between the United States and Iran over the past couple weeks, especially since Donald Trump made the speech at the United Nations, and he pointed out North Korea and Iran and stated that, both these countries were rogue regimes and terrible, and they sponsor terrorism and they're dictatorships and they oppress their people. And basically, we're at the point now where we've talked about this, guys. Donald Trump stated that if Congress doesn't fix this deal, he's going to scrap it all together. And I feel like we're already at the point where other countries are taking notice, especially North Korea, because we're having a huge issue with them right now. They're seeing that, hey, America can make this nuclear deal with a country, and basically, in 4 to 8 years, when someone new's in office, they're just going to scrap the thing. So what's the point? So I believe that any chance that we had bringing North Korea to the table, and I thought that was a very, very slim chance, that's out the window now. That's gone. All right, but what this did was now this is opening up a broader conflict. All right, this is making the chances of war between Iran and North Korea a lot more likely. All right, one of my sayings, that I say all the time is the most unstable peace is better than the most just war. And because war is terrible, war is not something we want, but it seems like under the Trump administration, World War III is still part of the deep state agenda. He's not going to stop it. It's going to be pushed. All right. Everyone's big fear was if Hillary got elected, World War III was in the bag, and if Trump got elected, we could probably avert that, some way, somehow. But we're finding out, week by week that it's still part of their agenda. It's still going to happen. All right. We know that in Syria, we have different proxy groups from Iran and from the United States and from Russia being used to attack each other, to take different positions. We've heard different Iranian generals, Revolutionary Guard generals, come out and say that U.S. troops are going to be, they're basically ISIS to them. They're going to be targeted just as ISIS is. All right, this is some pretty strong words. There's a lot of European countries who want to stand behind this deal. It's a shitty deal, but they want to stand behind it. And one of the only countries that come out and congratulate Trump about this, speech that he just gave today was, of course, Israel, because Israel and Saudi Arabia have been having little proxy wars and little skirmishes with Iran for a long time, because in the Middle East, you've got 2 to 3 big countries there, and you got Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. All right, these are the countries that vie for the most influence in the area, especially Saudi Arabia and Iran. So a war between the United States and Iran and a broader conflict in the Middle East just became like 10 to 100 times more likely after Trump's speech today. And, this is not me defending the Iranian nuclear deal, because I think that the deal was trash, I think that Iran's still going to work towards getting a nuclear weapon. It's going to happen. They would have found loopholes and are finding loopholes throughout that deal. to obtain a nuclear weapon, just like North Korea does with the sanctions. But this speech today and how Trump, how he wasn't full of a lot of tact today, guys. And it pissed off the Iranian leaders, Iranian generals, and we're hearing a lot of rhetoric right now. And also this is going to have broader implications as it pertains to North Korea, which that situation right now is getting out of hand as well. But guys, as more reaction comes out for this, and if Trump just decides to yank it, of course we're going to let you guys know. As more information comes out about this, we'll make another video. There's a lot of crazy things going on in the world right now, guys. A lot of troop movements, a lot of countries that are having some fiery rhetoric between each other. So say some prayers, drink a couple beers, and keep your eyes to the skies.